Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on the roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal. At the Jaguars' 8-yard line.
Montgomery back to the ground. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. David Montgomery, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jaguars nothing. Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And they work this right upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Jacksonville's gamble on Engram getting back to peak form was a smart one. Career best in catches and yards, basically gave their offense another big-bodied receiver to go to, as they did there.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Lawrence to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
30 left. Big 13 heavy. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense.
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Mahomes throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The odd.
That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Jaguars 0. Harrison Butker to kick off 14 to 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Hey, Ron!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Go, let's go!
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
11. Safe right.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers.
Looking for Kelce there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm gun.
Now Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On the counter, Etienne, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On play action, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Attack!
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mahomes now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And again, it's Mahomes. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 3rd down and 6. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Now Lawrence on first down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. They go play action with Lawrence. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. ETN up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and a couple.
30 left.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Khalil Shakir, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Mahomes now to throw. Caught by Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, but they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Once more Montgomery, and this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Motion man is Shakir. Here's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. It's a throw again as Lawrence uncorks one for Davis. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Rip, 23. Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence changing the play. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
12 yards between them and the end zone. 2nd and 10.
Hey, I'm gun. Ring alert. 11.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now they'll change things up. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run it now with Gray. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.